Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. So far, this team is 5-2, and they look to be one of the best teams in the NFL. They could easily be 7-0. And the two games that they lost, the first game was against the Indianapolis Colts. They lost by a field goal and they went into overtime. They had no business going to overtime with the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm not trying to say the Indianapolis Colts are just a horrible football team, because they have some good players. The thing is, in that game, they were in position to win that game, but Justin Tucker missed the field goal, which is rare to see. Then the Indianapolis Colts go down there, drive the field, they kick the field goal, and they win in overtime. The second loss against the Steelers just made me want to scratch my head and just say, what are the wide receivers doing? They went out there and had 7 drop passes, and a lot of those passes were for big gains, and a lot of them as well were in the red zone. Those could have been touchdown passes to push you over the point to beat the Steelers. And also the special teams let them down as well with a blocked punt. So understandably, they did lose those 2 games, but they could be 7-0. Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's playing very good football. It may not be pretty to some people, but he's playing very efficient and pretty football. He's a better passer so far this season than he was last season in a brand new season with Todd Monken, which is a brand new system as well. One thing I'm noticing with Lamar Jackson, that he's being more patient with the wide receivers, even when they're dealing with a lot of injuries. He's trying to get the ball to Zay Flowers as much as possible and to Mark Andrews. We all understand that Mark Andrews is one of the best tight ends in the NFL for the last couple of years. He has 5 touchdowns already on the season receiving, and he has 357 receiving yards. You look at Zay Flowers, very explosive and is amazing in open field, and he's a rookie. 442 receiving yards and only 1 receiving touchdown, but he's been the go-to guy for Lamar Jackson to get the ball to. They also have dealt with injuries in the running back room as well. J.K. Dobbins got hurt towards Achilles, but Gus Edwards has come in and he's looked very good. He's averaging 4 yards a carry, 346 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson is still a rushing threat in this system, but he's not going to take as many hits as he had in the past with Greg Roman. We all understand the last couple years, the Baltimore Ravens have been one of the best teams in the NFL. The only thing is staying healthy. They had a lot of defensive injuries over the years, and Lamar Jackson has been able to finish the last 2 seasons. If he can finish the last 2 seasons, this Ravens team can make a deep playoff run, especially with this crew. And if their defense can stay healthy, they'll be in a better situation, because right now they have the second best total defense to the Cleveland Browns, second in passing defense, and they're 9th in rushing defense as well. Look at the job they did against the Detroit Lions, who are one of the best teams in the NFL. They made it hard on Jared Goff. They did not let the Detroit Lions run the football. And they're one of those teams as well that is a top team in getting sacks on the quarterback and just hitting the quarterback in general. So they play amazing football. Justin at the defensive end position has 5.5 sacks on the season and 1 forced fumble. He's been amazing for this team. He's been able to go out there, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, stop the run, and get things going. Same with Michael Pierce. Michael Pierce may not go back there and sack the quarterback, but he's amazing against stopping the run at the defensive tackle position. And you look at those guys in the secondary, we all understand that Marlon Humphrey is a very good corner, but you look at Kyle Hamilton, who will be an all-pro safety if he continues to develop and play within this system. You have Marcus Williams as well, who is an amazing safety as well, at over the top, helping out those corners. I also like the game of Brandon Stevens as well with this team. And Jadeveon Clowney has 3.5 sacks in the season. So they're able to go out there, play rough, ragged defense and stop the run. And you look at their middle linebackers. Patrick Queen was not catching on early on with this team. They went and made that trade last season. They'll get Roquan Smith. That's a $100 million linebacker. And the way that he's playing, he's one of the best linebackers in the NFL. So this Ravens team has a lot of talent. It just comes down to staying healthy. Coach Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the NFL when it comes to adjustments and just defensive game planning. I really wish that some things would have went different in those 2 games that they would have lost, because this team would have gotten more of a light shined on them. When you look at the teams in the AFC, a lot of people speak of the Miami Dolphins. They speak of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Baltimore Ravens are right there, if not better than those teams. They can compete with those teams. They can beat a team on any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's how I feel about this Baltimore Ravens squad. And this offensive line is amazing as well. Tyler Linderbaum is one of the best centers in the NFL. Ronnie Stanley is a tremendous tackle. You have Kevin Zeitler as well at the guard position and Morgan Moses at the tackle position. All they have to do is continue to keep Lamar Jackson healthy, play that old school type of football when you talk about running the football with that advanced passing concept. Let Lamar Jackson continue to get comfortable in this system, but keep him healthy. this team can make that deep playoff run. This is the best year for the Ravens to go on and possibly go and win a Super Bowl, in my opinion, because you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, their wide receivers are still not the best. They're still growing and developing. But you look at this Ravens team, this defense, they're all comfortable with each other. The wide receivers on this team, they're fairly new. You have Odell Beckham. He missed all of last season. I don't think that Odell Beckham is a true number one wide receiver anymore. I think that he's a good veteran wide receiver to have. But I look at a guy like Zay Flowers. He has potential to be the true number one wide receiver for this team. But you look at a guy like Mark Andrews, he's a true number one target for this team. You also have Rashad Bateman as well. The last 2 seasons, he showed amazing potential. The only thing is the injury. So if this team can stay healthy, they'll be in a very good situation. Like I mentioned before, I had no problem with the Ravens giving Lamar Jackson his money. I was hitting the table for them to go and give Lamar Jackson his money. But he has performed big in the playoffs. We know how amazing this team can be in the regular season. But just let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the Baltimore Ravens? Are they overrated, or will they be a team that'll just do what they always do, fizzle out in the playoffs because Lamar Jackson cannot develop as a passer? I think that he's in a better situation now with Todd Monken. It's still some of the problems that you look at that he had with Greg Roman. Does Lamar Jackson miss throws? Yes, he does. But a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL miss throws. But he's also making some big time throws as well. So let me know if the Baltimore Ravens can make the Super Bowl or not in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.